Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more.
Out after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Robinson now off the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on second down. Tua. It's Hill. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Robinson now off the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. Robinson, a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Baltimore Ravens who will continue on as they eliminate the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back to quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. On a man down, and it's Sanders. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He completes it to Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tua now on 1st down. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. That catch good for only a couple. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Edmonds. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. Will get this to his running back, Edmonds. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tua to throw again. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24, Tua. Wilson's got it complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. all level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Robinson now off the option. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Lawrence's throw caught by Sanders. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence into the hands of Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. This is Robinson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass complete to Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And to throw again is Lawrence. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Tua to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Tua. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tua. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua, another catch there for Waddle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on to the playoffs. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.